Seen from start to end. Around this time like last year, I could've lost it all again. Around this time like last year, I couldn't dial or call a friend. Doing it all on my own. Outside, I wasn't home. I was out chasing this paper. They was out secretly being a hater. Same ones up with the winners. They looked at me as the real competition. I scream my look. Oh, they
Alright, what is up, YouTube? So, I'm currently on the journey of making 30K a month through business while still being enlisted. And just yesterday, I had passed 500 on my t-shirt business. And I'm going to share with you how it started off as an idea and I grew it into an actual business, right? So, starting off, as I just said, this all came to me as an idea, right? I had this idea. I was like, this was a nice t-shirt, something that I had in mind. Now, how can I do it? Obviously, you can use AI in this day and age. That's what I did. You can also get it professionally drawn. Obviously, I've been told to do that, right? Although, in this day and age, if you're getting off the ground, go for it, right? It's free. Everything's free. Everything came in my mind, and I was like, how can I get this from my mind onto paper in my hands cash? And I've actually been reading Think and Grow Rich, and it talks a lot about that in this book. It talks a lot about the hard work and how you're not owed anything, right? But if you have an idea and you apply it in your mind, and if you have a plan and you stick to that plan, how you can convert these ideas into a product, right? Into monetary value. So just starting off with that, right? Starting off as a saying. If you ain't sneezing, it ain't season, right? And obviously that doesn't go for everybody. That goes specifically for, a bit of the chef action. Um, right. So how did I actually get here? Okay. First of all, action is more important than perfection. Always. 10 times out of 10. You can perfect something in your craft and in your business. But if you don't even attempt, then you're not going to go anywhere, right? I'm sure y'all have heard case studies, but I'm just going to bring up a few, right? Let's say there's a project in class, okay? And group A has to upload over 1,000 photos to the teacher, okay? But group B only has to upload one photo to the teacher, but it has to be the most perfect photo ever. Okay, who's going to end up uploading the better photo at the end of said amount of time? Now, during these case studies, it has always been the group that has taken the most amount of photos. Now, why? Because you're perfecting your craft. Over repetition, over taking action. Okay? So instead of just sitting there and thinking about it, there is such thing called productive laziness. All right? And if you're just sitting out there all day and you're just trying to perfect your craft, now I do this too. I can say I'm working on my website when in reality my website's good. What do I need to do? Actually, I need to outreach to people. So, next up, I didn't wait until I had the website to start my business. I started off by throwing it out there on the table. Hey, I'm selling a t-shirt. Do you want one? Right? And I did not start off with any decent profit margins by no stretch of the imagination. I was making $5 to $10 a shirt. That is unsustainable. Okay. But you start somewhere, right? I started while I was still in A school. I was graduating A school. And I was like, I'm gonna get this ship home and I'm gonna buy this now. And I'm gonna invest in myself. And it's something I wanna do, and I'm gonna do it. And that's what I did. So, as I'd said, my first orders had low profit margin. and I had to ship them out separately. Right. So what does that mean? That means I'm making less money. That means I'm taking more time out of my day to physically go to the post office and send them out instead of having a company, instead of me paying extra to have a company do it for me so they can have all the inventory. Because whenever I first started, I had the inventory. And that's a lot to deal with. It is fun. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's fun to have to go do. Um, but you also gotta think about your time. Next up, I swallowed my pride. Now what do I mean? What do I mean by this? Obviously, you have to get a business started somehow. And I started mine going through Instagram, going through messages, going through Snapchat, right? I had to cold DM people, not always, but a majority of the time. I had to cold DM these people, um, typically coasties I've met, because I don't really expect a civilian to kind of wear these. Um, it's more so because it's something that you can wear at work, right? So I would have to reach out, and I promise you, I've gotten probably, let's say, generously 1 in every 7 people buy a shirt. Okay, I have still reached out to over 100 people to get these shirts, to sell these shirts. Um, I had to swallow my pride. And I had to be okay with no. I have to become a salesman myself, right? So, what is the strategy here? The strategy is to reach out. Strategy is to track the orders. The strategy is to improve by taking feedback. What can I improve on, right? And then the strategy is to repeat. So let me say that again. Strategy is to reaching out to the person. Hey, I have this business going on. I have this shirt. It's very comfortable. You can wear it at work. Blah, 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 blah. I track their feedback. Starter Man is a little bit too expensive. Okay, how can I fix that? What can I do? Who can I go through? Right? I improve it. Rather that's improving the quality. Rather that's improving the 3D printing. Rather that's improving my design. Rather that's improving my website. Rather that's just improving my communication overall. One big improvement that I've done recently is, and with my website, I added Stripe, so that way you can legitimately just anytime type in your bank account, credit card, debit card, Zelle, PayPal, anything. Before you had to DM me, be like, oh, what's your PayPal, what's your Cash App, what's your blah 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 blah, what's your size, blah blah blah. Now you can do all that straight through the website. You don't have to communicate with me if you don't want to. It's it's all there, laid out in front of you. Repeat, repeat, constantly repeat. I have to constantly improve. Okay. What is the bottleneck? The bottleneck. Obviously, the bottleneck is pricing. Okay, because I have to be able to, one, print these shirts, right? I want a good quality shirt. I want something I would personally wear. So I have to worry about paying more to get a decent quality shirt, right? To get a high quality shirt. But even then, if I'm selling that, then obviously I do want a profit margin. And it might be too expensive. And people are asking for prices that are below what I pay myself. You can't make a business like that. So you have to come to a compromise of quality versus what is the person willing to buy. Right. Next up and lastly is staying consistent. I have to stay consistent with this business. Have I? I mean, my results show, right? I clearly haven't enough. I could clearly be doing better, right? Um, And a lot of that comes down to persistence in your mind, dedication, right? I'm gonna get no's. I'm gonna get a few yeses. It's okay. Just take it how it is. But I have to be consistent, and I have to constantly be striving to do better. So that has been my story behind $0 to $500. Yes, this might be a profitable business. It is not. It is a small business, right? Just keep that in the back of your mind while I still continue to scale. Either way, I hope you all enjoyed this story. Um, Make sure to check the link in the description. Obviously, the shirts are around there. If you're in the Coast Guard, if you're in the Navy, if you're in the Air Force, you can wear them. So just, or you can just wear them wherever. They are comfortable shirts, and you would be supporting me and supporting culinary specialists all around. Either way, enjoy.